he better admit what a horrifying mistake that was to sort of conflate the two. Oh man.
A couple of days after I received Billy's
What a
concern
shame.
status regarding Apollo Legend, I re-edited my video to add back in my claims regarding the settlement.
It's so crazy, man. Why would you do that? It's just so nuts. It's the craziest part of this whole thing. The timeline here is so crazy. So, he makes the statement. Included in the statement, he says, Apollo had to pay Billy money, which was not true. Then he gets a message from Keemstar, and he based that on a Redditor, some Redditor post, some Reddit post. Then he gets a message. Then David Keem gets on the horn, says, "No, that's not true. That's factually false. The part about the money." So Carl takes that small part of the statement out. Then he gets a concerns notice saying, "I'm going to sue you for defamation for this statement." And Carl's response to that is to reinstate the original statement, is to put that original statement that he now has every reason to believe is factually false. The re-uploading of the original, including the part about the money, is so nuts. Why the hell would you do that? Billy is escalating this issue. He's making it bigger and bigger. The first thing is kind of the biggest, right? He gets is it David or Daniel? I've only ever heard his name spoken by Wings of Redemption in a hate-filled rant, but he gets Keemstar on the horn. That's escalating. Then a concerns notice. So he's escalating this issue. Listen, dude. Can't take this shit no more. It's Daniel Keem. Okay. I always get David's and Daniel's mixed up because in primary school, a little side story, in primary school, one of my best friends was called Daniel, and he had an older brother called David, who was one of my older brother's friends. So in my memory, I sometimes get them mixed up. So those two names are always like together, and I always mix them up. Anyway. So Keemstar, in response to things getting more blown out of proportion, Carl's decision making in his brain tells him, you know what? I'm getting sued for this statement. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put things I know to be factually false that make the statement even worse. I'm going to put them back in, even after specifically taking them out. I'm a genius. I'm very intelligent. My name is Carl Jobst. I'm a very intelligent person. I'm very intelligent. We're only 9 minutes into this video, by the way. We're like 30% of the way through this video, and I've been streaming for 45 minutes. I'm having fun, though. You guys having fun? I'm having fun.
Again, I believe them to be true, and my efforts to avoid...
No, you didn't. Why would he believe them to be true? Why would Keemstar lie to you? Why the fuck would Keemstar lie to you? Anyway. Does the word of Daniel Keem mean nothing these days? Unbelievable.
Down had failed. In the pinned comment of Billy's response video, he even said that removing the words or making a retraction would make no difference.
Okay. A reliable third... Read this. Update. Carl Jobst removed the allegations from his video. A reliable third party confirmed the illegitimacy of his allegation. That's Daniel Keem. I love Keemstar. How good's Keemstar? I'm currently unaware of any official retraction, however. Either way, that simply will not do. Can none of these fucking guys write a fucking English sentence, man? When I was going through Approacher Now, which, by the way, a little behind the scenes, I filmed, like, 3 different videos. Some were just like a few minutes long, but I've been talking about Approacher Now for like 2 hours, but right before the video dropped. Right before this video, the I Lost video dropped. And there are so many, like, fucking, like, weird, like, grammatical choices. And fucking Billy Mitchell fucking can't write a sentence either. Either way, that simply will not do. Come on, man. Yeah, but Billy basically says, whatever, the damage is done. Quietly removing it isn't good enough, obviously. And you know what? Especially when you quietly put it back.
Several
Wrong-headed.
days after I reinstated my claim, I received an email reply from Apollo Legend's brother.
he hasn't even got the message from the brother back. Like, in Carl's mind, like, okay, maybe Keemstar's wrong because Keemstar got it from Billy and Billy just lies because that's what Billy does, according to Carl. And I believe Carl, like, thinks, like, that Billy was just lying outrageously throughout the whole court case and that the judge just believed Billy and that's why he lost. I've seen him make that sort of argument. That's why he lost, because the judge believed that Billy wasn't lying. But that's not how the law works. That's not how judging works. The judge looked at the evidence. The evidence is what convinced him